Center. Kevin Nagani with John Anderson. We'll get back out to Blacksburg and maybe College game day whenever the kids decide the party's over on the court. Another crazy Saturday, another #1 goes down.
Yeah, a lot of folks out there. Let's start with the highlight when there were only 10 players and 3 refs. That was a little less congested. You can see what's going on. #1 Duke visiting the folks in Blacksburg, the perpetual bubble team, Virginia Tech. Coach, what do you got for us?
Get to the next play. Get to the next play. You got 10 4-minute games. 10 4-minute games for memory of a lifetime. Let's go get it.
That's right, memory of a lifetime. All right, next play. Here we go. Vatek, Victor Davila, nice pass to Eric Green for the basket and the foul. Vatek up 5, but next play, later in the first. We're tied at 11, still early. Green in transition, gets the hoop and the foul. Members bounce well down there. Next play, 6 minutes left in the first. Hokies pushing the ball up. Terrell Bell, nice pass. Green with the lay-in again. He is good around the rim. Look at here, Malcolm Delaney with the pass ahead. Bell, good awareness. Green in the follow. He's got it. Vatek up 5. Next play, Seth Curry. Tough day for him, right? His dad, Del Curry, legend. First player in Virginia Tech history to have his number retired there. Curry, what are you going to do in front of the old man? Spot up, 3, no. Karam's off. Delaney beats Curry down the floor to the other end. Virginia Tech goes into the half, up a deuce. After intermission, they come out. Curry, 3 fouls. Off a miss. Curry whistled. That's number 4. He's going to be pulled from the game. The kids, you know, they're inventive in Blacksburg. All right, it's not that amenable here. And really, we know who his dad is. They keep showing him. Really, right? So it's a rhetorical question. Actually, kids, get better than that. Nolan Smith finds Kyle Singler for 3. He had 22 in the game. Duke at that point up 6. Then Nolan Smith misses the other end. Bell hits the 3, and we are knotted up at 55. We got a game. Sports Center to follow. Virginia Tech up 2. Jeff Allen just outside the paint. Now he's, you got to get in the paint to get a point in the paint. Oh, I have goaltending on Mason Plumlee. Vatek up 59-55. Hokie high. Tech. What's your RPI? Kicked out. Malcolm Delaney. Good look. Give me 3. Thank you. That's a tight one. 5-point lead. Plumlee with the steal all the way in the other end. Oh, Seth Greenberg cannot believe his guys get that loose with the ball. Take care of it, son. 62-59. Final seconds. Duke down 3. Seth Curry, no. Loses the rock. And the final goes to the kids from Blacksburg, Virginia Tech. Much rejoicing. And there was great joy. There's Seth Greenberg. That guy, the whole world's a porcupine to him this time of year. 64-60 in favor of the Hokies. Virginia Tech's 3rd win over a #1 team in the coaches poll in the last 5 seasons. That's the most in D1 over that span. Duke falls to 26-3 this season with all 3 losses coming on the road. They are a marked team, that is for sure. This is the 3rd straight week. The #1 team has lost. Kansas went down last week. Ohio State 2 weeks ago. Now it's the Dukies. And we're going back to Blacksburg. Dan Shulman, Dick Vitale. Fellas?
And you know what, John, we're happy to join you again because we're not going anywhere for a while, it appears. The court is still just covered with students. This is a celebration worthy of, going to the Final Four or something, the way they're celebrating right now. But they earned it. All 5 starters, as Seth Greenberg told us, played their tails off. They all scored in double figures. They won the rebounding battle, and they earned this win here tonight.
I tell you, 57-55, and that big 3 by Malcolm Delaney was absolutely a giant. And Allen was sensational. 18 points, 15 rebounds. They dominated Duke on the glass as well. Well, offensively on the glass, they were so big.
Now, late in the second half, Duke was up by 5, but then the tide started to turn. Davila with the follow. Then Delaney hit Bell with a 3 that tied the game. And then Virginia Tech took the lead on this huge shot by Malcolm Delaney, who had struggled to shoot the ball, finished 4 for 15, but knocked down that 3 that actually extended the lead a little bit, and they hung on. Boy, they made it interesting at the free throw line. They missed a lot of free throws, but they did enough on the glass and defensively to win this game.
Well, he said before the game this was the biggest game he would play in his career, and he responded, he'll remember that 3, baby. That 3, that trifecta was a monster for Seth Greenberg. Look at this place. I mean, are you kidding me? You think they're excited here? You think they're all fired up? They beat D-U-K-E, who was #1. And whenever you beat Duke, and there is Mr. Greenberg with his 3 beautiful daughters who look like his wife.
And great shots, a great scene. And to the credit, everything that we could tell, everything was done very well. I mean, nobody got too carried away. This was just a good old time, a good celebration by people here, and great shots by everybody on our crew bringing you this game tonight and the real feeling and emotion in this building. So they're in. So they're in the tournament, right? Virginia Tech is in, right?
I would think they're a lock, baby. I think they're absolutely a lock. I thought they got a raw deal last year. I thought they got a raw deal 3 years ago. But this one here, I think it's pretty tough to deny them a chance, unless they totally, absolutely embarrass, humiliate themselves. I don't see that happening.
Talk about a wacky Saturday. 3 of the top 5 teams in the country lost today. Duke, San Diego State, and Texas all losing.
That's because there really aren't dominant teams. There's a lot of parity. We talked about that before the game with Bob Knight, Mike Krzyzewski. We're talking about so many good players. Not great, but good players. Guys, especially on the perimeter. If you find guys, I mean, you take a look here. Green and Bell, I'll bet they weren't big-time McDonald High School All-Americans, but they can play. And they play with a lot of pride, and Davila did a great job, as well as Allen. Delaney, he wasn't Delaney, but he was Delaney in the right moment.
Are your 1 seed still Kansas, Ohio State, Pittsburgh, Duke?
Well, right now, I think you look at that, those 4 have to jump at you. They have to jump in, but Texas will still be in that mix if they could go on now and win. I think it'll come down between Texas and Duke for the 4th one.
See you Tuesday in Gainesville.
We'll be in Gainesville, man. Alabama,
Florida on the
Florida.
U. Looking forward to it. Back to John in the safety of the studio to bring you more Sports Center and a look at some more of the upsets and more ranked teams who lost on this crazy Saturday in college basketball.